Hello, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to this webinar. Kumusta mo? I hope that you are doing well. Ruby is waving. Hello, Ruby. Hello, good evening. I am seeing Mr. Carlito. We have Miss Judy, Julianne. Hello, Darcy. Others are still connecting and coming in, so we'll have to wait for a while. All right. Hello. Hello, Mr. Carlito. And Miss Jody. I'm seeing Miss Jody. Hello, Ma'am Jody. From where ka po?
From Ormoc.
Hello from Ormoc.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, masaya kaming naka-join kayo. Ay, napod si Ruby. Zara is here. Zara? Hi, Zara. Who are you with? You're alone?
I'm in public though.
You're muted.
Oops.
Hmm?
I'm in public. So I'm just showing my support. Hi.
Hello. Thank you for supporting us. We also have Darcy Faith. Hi, Darcy. From where is Darcy?
Paranaque, Philippines po.
Paranaque?
Opo.
Hello, magandang gabi. Salamat at sasamahan mo kami ngayong gabi. Kumusta ka naman? Welcome po. Welcome sa On Stage. Andito din, kasama natin si Julianne.
Wala.
Hello, Julianne.
Why?
At may bagong pumasok. Andito din si Florel. Floral, Akfiao. Andit, Mr. Carlito. Hello po, Mr. Carlito. Pwede ko pa bang may hear you po? Nakamute ka po. You're muted po, you're muted. You're still muted, Mr. Carlito. Balikan po kita. Oo. Balik ako kay Ma'am Jody from Leyte. Ma'am Jody, paano niyo po nalaman ang on-stage project? May nakapagsabi po ba sa inyo? O?
So, kasama kami sa school, then siya yung nag-inform sa akin na merong donor.
Okay. Mabuti naman po at na-inform kayo tungkol sa project na to. At sana ay makasama namin kayo sa buong duration ng on-stage project kasi there's going to be... Yes, hello, Mr. Carlito. Maraming salamat po.
Okay na.
Taga saan po ikaw, Sir Carlito?
Taga Ormoc po kami, sir. Taga Ormoc City.
Ormoc.
Kami ni Judy.
Kasamahan mo po si Ma'am Judy.
Yeah. Kami po
Paano po nalaman yung tungkol sa on-stage?
Si Hermie Dico po, kasama ko siya yung facilitator sa Iligan National Writers Workshop last year. Kasi kaibigan ko na siya, tapos humingi ako ng tulong. Sinabi niya na yung may ka sa theater. Doon. Sa Hermie Dico po, sa Iligan.
Okay. Okay po. Sige po, maraming salamat at sinamahan niyo po kami ngayong gabi. Kumusta naman po sa lugar ninyo sa Ormoc?
Judy. Okay naman, patuloy pa rin yung namin dito, struggle sa COVID. Struggle din sa aming government unit. Na makontrol yung pagdami ng mga cases.
Oo. Oo nga, dito nga rin din sa amin sa Dumaguete. Maraming salamat po. Hintay na lang po tayo saglit kasi in a few minutes po magsisimula na po tayo. Okay. Claire is here. Hi, Claire! Cristel. Hi, Cristel. We have Elisha.
Good evening po.
Comida. Hello, Elisha. From where are you?
I'm from Iloilo City po. Yeah.
From where?
Iloilo City.
I'm sorry, I did not get that.
Iloilo po. Iloilo City.
Okay. Hello.
Yes. Hello po.
Hello from
Magandang gabi.
Iloilo. How are you?
I'm doing great po. Thank you very much. Sana kayo rin po.
Yes, we are doing well also. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you po.
We also have Angeline. Angeline. Hello. Sophia. We have Sophia. Maria Munez. Hello, Sophia. Justin is here. Justin Dumalugdog. DK. Good evening. Angeli Mendiola. Kumusta kayo? How are you guys? Welcome.
Hi, good evening. Thank you.
Hello, Miss Angeli. From where are you?
I'm from Cavite.
Hello, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you as well.
Are you uh, um, a teacher or a student?
Yes, I am a teacher.
Hi, hello. Yes, thank you naman for joining us tonight. How did you learn po about this webinar?
I saw it on social media through Facebook.
That's very good. Okay. Balikan po kita mamaya. We have, hello, Mr. Floral Akfiawen. I hope I pronounce it right. Hello, Mr. Floral. From where are you?
I'm from Baguio.
Hello. Welcome po to On Stage. Kumusta naman po kayo dyan sa Baguio?
Okay naman, masaya. Malamig pa rin naman sa Baguio in fairness.
Okay. I hope makavisit ako sa Baguio soon after this pandemic situation. How did you learn po this about the webinar?
I learned it from my friend. Actually, she is a partner of PETA. So we have this group chat in Messenger, and she shared this event. So I'm very thankful for that one.
Wow, okay, that's great, no? Nagtuturo ka po ba or are you?
Opo, MAPE teacher and at the same time theater teacher din po.
Wow, okay, thank you. Welcome po, and I hope na masamahan niyo po kami sa lahat ng gagawin nating webinars on stage. Thank you. Miss Angeline Mendoza, hello po.
Hello po. Good evening.
Where are you from, Angeline?
From Cebu. Bantayan Island.
I'm sorry?
Bantayan Island.
Lusad. Is that Lusad? Lusad Teatro of Bantayan Island. Welcome, Angeline. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. A little bit anxious sometimes dahil sa COVID.
Oo nga. Yeah. Okay, but stay healthy, stay safe there. Thank you. I'll get back to you later. We also have Maria Isabel Gutang. Hello, Maria Isabel.
Hello.
From where are you po?
I'm from Cebu, but I'm studying in Salaman University in Dumaguete.
You're okay. Welcome to On Stage. Thank you for joining us. We also have Mr. Carl Navella. Hello, Mr. Carl.
Hello po. Hello po.
How are you doing, Mr. Carl?
Okay lang po. Okay lang po ako so far.
Okay. Where are you from, Mr. Carl?
Sa Laguna po. Laguna po ako.
Laguna. So how did you learn about On Stage?
I just my classmates actually sent a link and then I applied for it. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. Thank you, and I hope that you'll stay for the whole duration of our webinar series, no, until October. Thank you. I'll see you again later. Okay, Lucas is here. So we have Julianne Areglado. Hello, Miss Julianne. We also have Sofia Marie Munez.
Hello po, Nunez po.
Nunez, I'm sorry.
Yes po.
Hello, Miss
Yes
Sofia. Where are you from?
Hello po. I'm from Pasay City po.
Wow, Pasay City. How are you doing there in Pasay?
So far, so good. Okay, nakapasok na. Yes po.
Okay. And you are a student, right?
Yes po.
Oh, from which school?
De La Salle College of St. Benilde.
Okay, from De La Salle. Okay, welcome to On Stage.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Ruby is also here. Hello, Ruby.
Hi! Madungog ko.
How are you, Ruby?
Okay lang. Madungog na ko ba
Good.
yun, Nick?
Can you speak English, Ruby? Because we have international participants also.
I'm so sorry. Hi,
Hi, it's fine.
everyone.
Hello.
Should I introduce myself?
It's okay, but you're... How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Wala sleep lang for the past few days.
Oh,
But
why? Busy with ano?
yeah, need cash.
Because I'm working. All right, thank you, Ruby, for joining us tonight, and I hope na you be with us for the next webinars that we're going to have.
Yes, looking forward to the next section as well.
Christelle is here. Hello, Christelle.
Hello.
You're muted, Christelle.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this webinar though, and I'm looking forward to everything that we'll be talking about. So yeah.
Salud, Mike, salud. Okay, see you later, Christelle.
Yeah.
We have Claire Divine. Hello, Miss Claire.
Hey Nikki, how are you? I'm very
Hey,
excited.
how are you?
I'm very
Yeah, me too.
excited.
I'm very excited. Hi. Did you have dinner already?
No, we had a bit of an issue, so we had to rush home. So, yeah, it was a bit of a fast one. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, who else? Oh, okay, we have a participant from Bud's Theater. Is this Rebecca? We have DK Folio. Hi, DK. All right, this is going to be great for tonight. Our participants is a mixture of students and teachers and artists. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Nikki. Hi. Sorry.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
Everyone, it's great. I'm very excited.
Me too. I'm very excited.
You look
I'll
so
see you
cool.
later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. DK. Yes, DK.
Hi, Gaya. Hello, guys.
From the Philippines. Okay. We have Alex Alibusa.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Hello,
Hi, everyone.
Alex. From where are you, Alex?
Oh, I'm from the Philippines as well. I'm from Makati City.
Oh, from Makati. Which school?
Yes. For this year, I'm going to be entering in the LaSalle College of St. Benilde.
Wow.
So a friend of mine.
Where did you learn about
the
Onstage?
Oh yeah, a friend of mine also sent the link, and actually, there's a lot of us here. I think from Benilde as well. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Welcome, from students from De La Salle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. We have Jerome Kalawagan and Samantha Tinsay. Hello, Jerome.
Hello din po, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
That's good. That's good. How are you coping with your class?
Not yet actually.
Wala pa.
Yes po. So, sa October 5 pa po kasi yung class namin.
I want to know how you learn about the on stage project.
So, ano po kasi, I am part of the Baguio City Scholarship for Theater. Meron po kasi kaming
Okay.
special program for the arts.
Oh,
Theater po ako doon. And my mentor sent me the link and he said na mag-register daw po ako. So, I tried. So, yun po.
Okay, that's very good. No? And I hope you're going to enjoy tonight's session. And I hope na we'll see you for the rest of the sessions that we're going to have. No? Because we will have 9 no? Until October. Okay, see you later, Jeron.
Opo.
So let's just wait for a couple of minutes and our activity will start soon. Okay. In the meantime, you can have your snacks, you can drink your water, your health breaks, CR breaks. That's a song. That's a Yata song playing in the background. I'm sorry, I forgot to call Miss Samantha. We have Miss Samantha inside.
Hi, yes. Good
Hello,
evening
Miss
po.
Samantha.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. How are
I'm
you?
doing great.
That's nice. Where are you from, Miss Samantha?
I'm from the Philippines and I'm also from the Philippines. I'm with Alex and a few other friends from
From Saint De La Salle, Benil.
Yes.
Benil. Okay. Well, we're happy to have you here tonight.
Very looking forward po to this session and the next sessions po. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you, Samantha. See you later. Who else did I miss? Jody Rosario. Hello, Miss Jody.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hope you're good as well. Is my video all right? Because I don't have a stand and I'm from online from my phone.
Yeah, that's fine. Your video is okay. Your audio is a little choppy, but I can understand what you're saying. Jody, you're from Bangladesh?
Yes, I'm from Bangladesh. Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Yes, Judy. How are you?
Oh, Nikki,
Hi,
yes,
Judy.
yes. Now I yes, met before.
Yes. I'm happy to see you again. All right, see you later, Judy.
Looking forward to this program.
Thank you. We're very excited.
Yeah.
Who else did I miss? I've already called everyone.
Hi, Judy.
Yeah, if you know each other, you can say hi to your friends while we are still waiting for the others to come in.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, DJ is there. We have met before.
Yeah,
See you
DK
guys.
and Judy, I think you met in
Yeah,
the
we met before
residency.
in a UYTF. Hello.
Yeah, the residency. Then Kaliora. Hello.
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 Hello, Miss
Hello.
Den.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so sorry, but like, right now I'm having dinner because like, na late me. So like,
It's
I'm really
fine. It's
eating fast,
fine.
pero I had to say hi, Mansa. So hello.
Okay, so we finish your food muna and I'll get back to
Thank
you
you.
later.
Thank you.
Sige,
Bye-bye.
sige. All right. Oh, Audrey is here. We have Nieverine. Is that correct? Nieverine Fuentes or Neve? Is it Neve?
Hi, sir. It's Navrian.
Hi, Nev.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great. So happy to be here.
Very good. Hmm. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope na we'll see you for the next series of the webinar.
I'm excited.
Yes. See you later.
See you.
We have, yes, thank you. We have Jenaline Padios. Padios?
Evening.
Hello, good
Hello, good
evening,
evening.
Miss Jenaline.
Sorry, sir, I cannot open the camera because right now we have the blackout here. The current
Okay.
cut off. Okay,
That's
so that's
fine
why I
po,
cannot
that's
open the
fine.
cam.
Okay
Po.
po.
But I am really
From where are you
interested
po?
to, yes po.
From
I
where are
am
you
from
po?
General Santos City po. General Santos City po.
Wow, that's very good.
Yes
We're
po.
happy to have participants from Mindanao. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Jenaline.
Yes po.
Where did
Thank
you
you,
learn
sir.
about the onstage
About
project?
this. Actually,
Yes,
Ma'am
about the
Desa,
webinar.
yes po. I know it from Ma'am Desa.
Okay.
She's the one who introduced this on stage program of yours, because I was looking for how I am now in the mode of having the difficulty in the module making of the SPA theater arts. That's why I want to go into this to learn more about this. Maybe I could get some information at the same time in doing the module writing. That's why po
Oh.
I was like, yes po.
Thank you po for expressing your interest, and we hope that through this webinar you can learn something, and then you can also come up with something with your module making. No, yeah, I feel you because I'm also a teacher, and transitioning to the online, platform and
Yes, that's
preparing
why.
for these modules.
Yes.
Yes, and we're happy to have you here tonight, and I hope that you can continue to be with us until the 9th webinar. Thank you, Miss
Hopefully
Janalyn.
po. Thank you din po.
Yes. Good
Thank you, Ma'am
evening.
Desa.
Yes. Good evening. We have from SPA Theater Arts, from Bacolod City National High School, Rolini Barbas. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yes. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good
Yes,
evening.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. I'm Rolini Alejandro Barbas, from SPA teacher from Bacolod City National High School, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. Yeah.
Welcome
Thank you
to
so
on stage. Is it okay po to rename your to change your name po instead of user.
Okay,
Change it
alright.
to Roy.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, okay po. How did you learn about onstage po?
I learned about on stage from my Sanay Guru friends. They send me the link through GC. Then I just open it. That's it.
Okay, well, that's great. No, that's great. And I hope that you'll enjoy tonight's session and the next sessions that we're going to have. I'll get back to you later, Miss Rolini.
Yeah, sure.
Roy Lini.
Roleni. It's
Welcome.
Roleni.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Roleni.
Yes.
Sorry. We have Dian Ladia. Dian Ladia.
Hi po. Hello.
Hi, hello. How are you, Dian?
I'm okay po.
From where are you, Dian?
From Baguio City National High School.
Welcome to Onstage. How did you learn about the Onstage project?
They sent me a link from my teacher.
Did you start your classes na?
No po.
Wala pa. It's going to be in October. Okay. Welcome to Onstage, Dian. I'll see you later. All right. So we have a very good number for tonight's activity, and I think we are all ready to start our first webinar series for Onstage project. All right, so good evening, everyone. Good evening from the Philippines. My name is Nikki Simafranca, and I am a member of the Youth Advocates through Theater Arts. I was also part of the Asian Youth Theater Festival as a youth ambassador. And for this year's festival, I am its production manager. All right. And tonight I will be your moderator. Okay, for the rest of the webinar series that we're going to have for Onstage project. All right. Later, we are going to introduce each other, but for now, we would like to recognize the participation of the following schools and organizations from the Philippines and from Bangladesh. Okay, so if you see your name on the screen, you can wave your hands or show us a thumbs up. Yes, we also have guests, and we'd like to welcome them for tonight's webinar series. The Japan Foundation Manila, we have guests from Buds Theater, Singapore. We also have from the University of San Agustin Little Theater, and of course, from the Youth Advocates through Theater Arts. Welcome, guests. Welcome, one and all, to the Onstage Project. So what is Onstage Project? Okay, Onstage Project is an online webinar series that targets youth arts leaders to equip them with fundamental skills, ways of devising theater, and using theater as a vehicle for change. It allows them to improve their own praxis, leveling the playing field across Asia and establishing new standards to empower the next generation of Asian artists. So that is Onstage Project. And this is facilitated by the Youth Advocates through Theater Arts, through the support of the Japan Foundation Manila. We have partners also in partnership with Buds Theater, Freem Theater, Gumbo Theater Group, Sakai International Community Arts. Right, so let us start and the ball rolling. I'd like to introduce to you our guest speaker for tonight. Okay, for a while. Our guest speaker for tonight is a director, an actor, a singer-songwriter from Dumaguete City. He finished his degree in mass communication at Silliman University and a professional diploma in intercultural theater in acting at ITI, Singapore. He was the former president of the Youth Advocates through Theater Arts, or YATA. As actor, he has worked with several international renowned directors and has performed around Philippines, in Singapore, Germany, and most recently in India. He is also the co-founder of two music organizations in Dumaguete City, namely the Bell Tower Project and the Cuadernos. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for Onstage Project first webinar series on Island Music Meets Youth Theater, please welcome Ernest Hope Tinambacan.
Hi, everyone. Good evening from the Philippines. And for those who are not in the Philippines, good day. And I hope you are all doing great today. Again, my name is Hope Tinambacan. And I am from Dumaguete City. Screen share. I am from Dumaguete City, from the island of Negros Oriental. It's somewhere in the central part of the Philippines. Okay, so today, I hope you are doing great, and I hope you have eaten something because it will take maybe an hour and a half. Okay, now our topic for today, I will be sharing about, okay, oops, wrong screen. I will be sharing about island music. Island music meets, sorry about that again. Oh, there. I will be sharing about island music meets youth theater. What is this about? What is this island music that we're talking about, and what is youth theater? And this is about the story of Sharon Mani. What is Sharon Mani? And why are we going to talk about this today? Okay, here we go. Oh, by the way, you can also call me Kuya Hope. Oh, can you see the slide now? Okay, good. Kuya, by the way, for those who are not from the Philippines, Kuya is the word that you call an older brother. Oh. What is this island music? What is youth theater? And what is this Sharon Mani? I am this organization called Youth Advocates through Theater Arts, or YATA. It is an organization here in Dumaguete for young people. And I am also, as introduced Nikki, the co-founder of Bell Tower Project, which is a community of musicians here in Dumaguete. And at some point, these two worlds of mine collaborated at some point, and that is Sharon Mani. How did this happen? And that is what I'm going to share to you today. But before that, the best way to share this to you is to tell you a little background of myself, and this will lead us to this unique collaboration. What is the impact of this collaboration to the community? And then to understand this better, allow me to share quickly a little bit of self. But not only myself, you are also going to introduce yourself. Okay, let's go to The chat box. Can you find the chat box? If you are new to Zoom, if you can look at the lower part, you will see that the chat box is there. Okay. Okay. Now, oh, there you are. Okay. Now, in the chat box, this is what we're going to do. Sorry about that. In 1 minute, you are going to introduce yourself by sharing the following. Okay. By the way, in this sharing, please use your comfortable language. If you are not very comfortable, another language. And then, first, you are going to share your name, the name you want to be called. And then the second is a positive description of yourself, something that would make you feel good. And then the third one is you may share anything you find in your room. So look around your room. Anything you find in your room that symbolizes your personality, something you feel would represent you. So sige, try to look around the room that you want to be called, to a positive description of yourself. And the third is anything you find in your room that symbolizes your personality. Okay, I'll give you an example, a quick example. Okay, here is my example. My name is Hope. That's how I want to be called, Hope or Hopia. And then a positive description of myself, a dreamer. And then something that I can find in my room, a notebook. For me, a notebook strongly represents myself. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to do this. Ready? And go. We'll start reading those that have already written their answers. Boom Gonzalez said that he wants to be called Boom. He's a team player. And oops, it's gone. It's so fast. Rubik's Cube. Wow, you have a Rubik's Cube in your room, and that would speak a lot about your personality. Jerome. Darcy, optimistic and accepting. Wow. To represent it, she has a pen or a pencil. And then we have Dre or Drea, open-minded, and she has a yoga mat. Wow. What would that? Andrea. Christelle, versatile, and she has an eyeshadow palette. Wow, she must be kind of an artist, a makeup artist. Elisha, a warm light and a ukulele, a musician. Okay. And then we have Jen, alluring and a pencil. Wow. These are like really beautiful descriptions of us, I hope. I hope that the rest can also give their answers. And then we have Flo, artistically sexy. Wow. Flo is artistically sexy. And there's a tumbler in the room. Let's give 20 seconds. Another 20 seconds for those who are still writing. Okay? Jupanda. Jupanda, a free spirit. And I want to float around like a cloud and see the world. Wow, that's deep.
Awesome, chat box na yun.
We have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Some more of the answers. Ruby said creative, and she has a journal and a different kinds of pens. And then Hani's bubbly, and there's a unicorn plushie. Whoa. Angeli tenacious, and there's a plant in there in her room. Pia genuine, and a ball pen. Wow, I really appreciate your answers. They're so beautiful, and now it gives me an idea of the your personalities in a way because of the representations that you chose, that you chose. So thank you very much for participating in this first exercise, because later we will have a little bit more exciting exercises that will somehow be like this. Okay, so I hope you're ready for that. All right, let us continue. Now, we can read all the other answers later, no? If you want to get to know more of our other participants. So let's continue because we have some limited time. All right, so now it's my turn to introduce to you myself further. And we are doing this because I am doing this because my personal story somehow would lead us to the bigger picture of Sharon Mani and how it was created or how it was given birth. Now, I would start sharing to you my experience or my journey in theater. So, my theater journey, I started very young. And I guess many of you here also started young in theater. I started at the age of 12 or 13, somewhere there, in church theater and community theater. So I do a lot of performances in the different communities. As you can see in the photo, the top photo, I'm the one in the center doing this. This is a street performance in Iligan City when I was 12. So I performances outside, not in big theaters. So that was my beginning. So it is important to share this part because I started in a kind of theater wherein the community is a strong part. The community gives a strong impact to me. And at the same time, the theater gives a strong impact to the theater, the performance. And then when I went to uni in Silliman University in Dumaguete, I moved to a different world, which is Dumaguete. And that's when I met another group of thespians or theater practitioners. And they do more like the Broadway musicals, the more, the bigger stage. And as you can see in the photo, there's a lady with me, the one in wearing red, that's my former director. She's Miss Evelyn Aldecoa. That was my first major production in Dumaguete. And then after I graduated in uni, I finished mass communication. I did some corporate jobs, but then I felt a little bit there's lacking in myself. And that's when I met YATA, the Youth Advocates Through Theater Arts, who I think was like 3 years old by then, because I joined in 2008 and YATA was born in 2005. So with YATA, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, but also a lot of, I had to sacrifice things, just to be in this kind of work, because community theater, especially when we were still starting, was not easy, but it was so much fun working with other young people working for the community with different advocacies. And that gave me a sense of in my life. And that's when I decided, this is what I want to do in my life, theater. It's a gamble, but this is what I wanted to do. So I decided later to pursue a career, to pursue a professional diploma in theater through my education in Singapore. Hi to shout out to all the Singaporeans out there. I know there are some people from Singapore. I was there for the past 3 years, since 2017. I studied in Intercultural Theater Institute, which is focusing more on intercultural theater. So we learned different traditional forms. Now, I am not only totally just a theater actor. There is one side of me also that is I'm passionate about, and that is the world of music and songwriting. I also started even with my music journey. I started singing, I think, when I was 5 or 4, because my parents were both pastors, but at the same time, also artists themselves. They were performers. Both of my parents can sing. Both of my parents can play an instrument, and we sing in choir. So that's how I started with my career. But it was when I was in high school that I met a group of young people. So I think, especially to all the young people out there, find the kind of friends that you want to hang out with that would give good influences to you, because that's what happened to me. I was lucky to be in a group of friends wherein there's a strong passion for the arts, especially in creating original music. So at the age of 13, we were already writing originals until I went to uni and I started joining competitions. And when I graduated, one of my ultimate dreams was to form a band, a music band. And it was fulfilled in 2015 after a couple of trips and workshops and being exposed to the community in Dumaguete. And you can see in the photo that I'm the one at the bottom, that my band, we call ourselves Hopia. And this opened me to another kind of world, the world of the local music scene of our island in Negros Oriental, specifically in Dumaguete City. And that's when I met these beautiful individuals, these musicians, local musicians, and their influence to me was very strong. Their passion for the arts is so strong that it gave me a strong drive to pursue my own journey. And this is when I realized that there is something bigger than just singing, bigger than just writing, but it is also about how do you get the community involved in this journey. I was very lucky to have met a group of like-minded individuals who were also trying to support each other. In that time in Dumaguete, the community of musicians are there, but it's not well supported, especially if you write original music. So try to help each other. We tried to form this organization that we called the Bell Tower Project. It is the birth of the Bell Tower Project. Why am I talking about this? Because these are two big worlds that I am part of. And at some point, these two worlds collaborated. They crossed paths. And that is the story of Sharon Mani. To give you a further image of what Bell Tower Project is, I will show you this video of the Bell Tower Project, but I want you to pay really close attention to the songs. I will be playing four clips and 4 different songs, and I want you to pay attention because later these songs will come back. Okay? Now, this is the story of the Bell Tower project and how we were able to create a bigger community from a small dream. Now we are composed of more than 50 bands and solo artists. Now this is a glimpse of our organization. Let's watch.
Dili ka magbahay kay grabe ka aligre. Aduna kay amigo, aduna kay amigang kasandigan. Sa Dumaguete, kalipay ang tanan. Swiri ba babiyay? Imong gamit ang pila ang imong kamera. Sa Dumaguete, manglaag tang duha. Ayaw kalimti imo shorts imong tsinelas pagdala. Sa kadagatan maglangoy magskimbota. Ayaw ka problema og daghan ra kaayo ka og dala. Kay pili ka bire masibo sobra pas lima. Sa biyaheng Dumaguete, dili ka magbahay kay grabe ka aligre. Aduna kay amigo, aduna kay amigang kasandigan. Sa Dumaguete, kalipay ang tanan. Nagkatontang mga akasya sa siliman. Sa puglasan ako ka nga sayawan. Sa bel.
All right, sorry about that. Okay, I think we played the wrong video. I'm sorry about that. It's my bad. But that song that we just played right now is called Doomsville or Dumaguete, a song about Dumaguete. And it's an invitation to come to Dumaguete. Now, can we play the second video instead, Kirk?
Tower, magsulat taga.
All right. So if you heard that, if you saw that, that was the first music rehearsal of Sharon Mani. You can see in the video, you can see in the video the cast of Sharon Mani rehearsing the new version, the new arrangement of Doomsville, the song that we played earlier. And how did this happen? What was the process? Now, to give you an image of the process that we created, let's do a little exercise. Okay. Now this time, I will need you to prepare your pen and your paper because we will be writing. How did this happen? Now I can describe it to you by this exercise called word web. I hope we are ready. Now, how do we do this word web? Okay, first, this is the word web. As you can see, there's an image there. And if you can see at the center, there's the word Dumaguete. And I encircled the word Dumaguete. So Dumaguete is my city. Now, what what you can see around it are different words that are somehow related to Dumaguete. Like the sea, the mountains, the people, the gentle people. This is, by the way, my handwriting, so if you can't understand it, then my bad. I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to show you this to you because this is exactly what you're going to do. There's acacia trees. But how did I come up with this web? So this word web is basically a web of words. How do we do this? Okay. Now, this is what we're going to do. The process. First, in 1 minute, I would like to ask you to look out your window or open the door of your house. Don't go too far. Now, find what's in you and what's around you. I want you to look around, out, but just try to see what you can see. What can you hear? What do you feel? Okay, in 1 minute. Can we do
So there's a slight technical problem we're experiencing.
Sorry?
There. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Did you get the instruction? Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay, repeat last instruction. Okay, for the maybe there was a slight technical error. So let me repeat the first instruction. I want you to go out or look out to your window and open the door of your house. I want you to take a look. What's outside? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? Okay. 1 minute. Are we ready? Just go. If you are done, you may share in the chat box what you see, what you saw, what you smell, what you. The second part of the process. Okay. Turn off. Okay, can we turn off the music now? Because so I can speak. Now let's go to the second part of the process. Rolini said, I can smell the fresh air and cars passing by. Judy said, plants, birds chirping. There's the air, clothes hanging. Sunlight, fan, tube light, smell. Okay, now, very good for taking notes of this, because right now you're going to use your pen and your paper. Let's go to the second part. I need you to expand the use of time. I want you to even imagine beyond what is in your room. Use your imagination and your memory by tapping on your senses. In your city or in your island or in your village, what do you see? What do you smell? What are the interesting smell in your city? What are what do you hear? What are the distinct kinds of sounds and rhythms and movements that you hear or you see? What do you feel? No, how in terms of sense of touch? What else did I miss? What are the different tastes? What kind of strong kind of tastes that are in your island? Is it more sweet, a lot of salty, a lot of bitter? To expand your imagination. And now, in 3 minutes, I want you to write down different words related to the subject. So put in the center the name of your island or the name of your city or your neighborhood or your village, circle around it, and then make a web of words. All the things that your senses could feel or could you could see right now using your imagination. So in 3 minutes, write them down. Make a web. You may use comfortable language, something that that is easier for you. Okay? I'll give you 3 minutes to do this. Have fun. Enjoy it. I think that's the fourth one. Yes. Do not edit. Oh, yes. Do not edit. Do not erase anything. Just keep on writing. And then enjoy. Ready? 3 minutes. Starts now. Have fun. Keep on writing. Do not edit. Just keep on writing. Okay, yeah, guess you have a minute and a half. Just keep on writing. By the way, don't get distracted with the music. If you get distracted with the music, just put it on mute. Or I mean the music off. One minute. You have 1 minute. Write as many words, as many words. Don't stop. All right. Time is up. Pens up. Raise your pens. Now I would stop share so I could see your faces because this time, can you hear me? Okay. Because this time, I would ask for some volunteers. Okay? Who among you would want to volunteer and just read some of the words that were in your web? Okay? Can Kuya Nikki, can you help me facilitate this part? Because I might not see those who are raising their hands. Okay. So
Okay, Hope, sure.
just raise hand. Just raise hand if you want to share what you have written. Okay? We'll have maybe 2 or 3 volunteers. Who's the first one? Who's the brave one? Come on. Raise your hand.
Oh, me,
I
Kuya.
can't see. Oh, there's Darcy and DK. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, and Mr. Carlito also was raising his hand.
Okay. Okay. So there was Darcy, DK, and Carlito.
And Mr.
Okay.
Carlito.
Okay. Can we start with Darcy? Can you turn on your microphone, Darcy? Okay.
So this is what it's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes. Okay, so
That's good.
Can you have your microphone closer? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Darcy.
Okay, so I live in Parañaque, and most of the words that I've written down includes tight spaces, closeness, community, puzzles, fruition, electric poles, children playing, neighbors chattering, urban, love, wide ideas, salt fields, innovation, um, timelessness, easygoing, private, flowers, dreams, artistic, passion, ergonomic, sort of provincial, music, what else, what else, what else?
Ergonomic.
Accessible.
Wow.
Ayun po.
Okay,
Those are
beautiful. Thank you, Darcy. That's a lot of words.
Thank
That
you.
means you have a very free mind. You did not really stop and you just kept on writing. That was very good. Now, can you read again the first 3 words that you said about close, tight spaces?
Tight spaces, close knit, and community.
Okay, I like that. Let's remember that word, tight spaces. What does it feel? No, how does it? What's the kind of feeling that it gives us? No, maybe a little bit of easiness, maybe, or yeah. So let's remember this kind of words and feelings. Now let's go to DK. Thank you, Darcy. Let's go to DK. Can you read to us? Can you share to us what you have written?
My subject is a comforter. So I write here sleep, hours, regeneration, refresh, soft, pleasant, color, white and dark, cover, hide, scared, mad, sad, anxious, cry, tears, smells good, relax, loving, bed, and that's all.
Okay. Can you say again what's your subject? What's
Comforter.
what's your central word? What's your central word?
Comforter. Comforter. The bed.
So that's your main subject.
What I saw in
Comforter.
yes, the
Okay.
comforter in bed.
Can you you said something about cover and being afraid or something, dark or something?
Yes, cover,
I think
hide,
that's
scared, mad.
yeah, cover, hide, and scared. Now we can already imagine the situation, right? Hide and scared. Thank you very much, DK. Okay, let's go to Carlito and let's hear what he has written.
Okay, sir. My theme is our barangay Lao in Ormoc. Okay, and I wrote here in our language Bisaya. No, is it okay?
Okay. Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so here some are in English anyway. Like Smoke envelops the air from the neighbor bonfire. Yabag kaayo ang video kay singer, sikig singar sa silingan. Tambutso sa motorsiklo, saba kaayo, labay-labay. Nagsugod nagsaba ang mga timos sa libod ay gabi na. Humot kaayong barbecue sa silingan, gikan sila kusina. Unya nakabugnaw na sad ang huyuhoy sa hangin. Labi pa kay September na. Lingaw kayong mga bata nagdula-dula sa silingan haskang sa baa. So these are the things that I observed.
This is already a poem in itself, what you have written, no? Okay. Can we just translate a few of it just for the sake of our friends who are non-Filipinos and non-Bisaya speakers? Specifically the one about... Sorry?
It's in the
Specifically
chat box,
about...
the translation.
Okay, translation. Okay, anyway.
Yes, okay.
Some video singer. Some video singer in the neighborhood are off key in their singing, and they are very noisy. Anyway,
okay.
The muffler of the motorcycle is very noisy also, and then the crickets in the surroundings started making some noise, like they signal that it's already evening, and then the aroma of the barbecue from the neighbor's kitchen emanated from the kitchen is very tasty, no, inviting, and some children outside are also having fun, and they are very noisy and they are very happy.
All right, thank you so much, Carlito.
Yes, sir.
Let's just take note of some important words, of some striking words, I mean, that you have written. I think you have written mostly about what you heard, no noise, the noise of the karaoke, the motorcycle, the children, the singers, the crickets. There's a lot of sound and gives a lot of images to us, no? Thank you for sharing that. Thanks also. I hope everyone wrote some words on their paper. Can I ask everyone to turn on their videos and just show me your web? Turn on your video and then show me your web. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow. Okay. Just so I know that how many of you were able to the task. Okay. How about the others? All right, thank you. Thank you for doing the exercise. Turn your cameras off if you know. How about the others? Okay. Thank you for that. That was a very beautiful sharing. And thanks to those who also wrote their own word web. Okay, now let me continue to the next exercise, because this is a series of 3 exercises. Okay. Now, we have done a word web, and we have a collection of words already, a collection of feelings, of things that we see, that we hear, or things that our senses were able to remember, and it is written in our web. And we will be using these words now to create a very short poem. This is called Sangkan poetry, or some call it Senkain poetry. And what is this kind of poem? It is a poem of 5 lines only. 5 lines. So what is in the 5 lines? Okay, so prepare your paper, because we will be writing a very short poem called Senkain poetry. Now, what is the format for writing this kind of... Okay, the first is you have to write in the first line 1 word. 1 word, and the first word is the subject. What is the subject? This is your city, your village, your neighborhood, basically the one that was at the center of your word web. Okay? That is your main subject. Okay. You may write it down now, so you won't forget. That is the first line. Now, the second line is composed of two words. What are these words? These are words that describe your community to create of your main subject. You may also do so, but find two words that would your subject. It could be your neighborhood, your island, your city. So these are mostly adjectives, no words that would describe. And then the third line would be three words. These are action words, words that have movements, verbs that relate or connect to your community or to your subject. Then the would be composed of four words. Now, these four words is a phrase or sentence that relates feelings, mostly about feelings about your community. Now, for the fourth line, sometimes other people find it difficult to find four words. So for this exercise, I will not limit you to four words only. You may have more if you want, but make sure it is a phrase or a sentence that would relate feelings about your community. And then the last line, the fifth line, would be just one word. And it is something that would symbolize or would represent your community. So again, first line is the subject, the name of your community, your island, your neighborhood, your village. And then second line are two words that would describe your community. The third line are three words or action words that would relate to your community. And then the fourth is a phrase or a sentence that relates feelings. And then the fifth line is a symbol. Now, I will give you an example. My example is this from my word web. Oops. From my word web, this is my example. So the first line is Dumaguete, that is my city. And two words that describe it is gentle and creative. Those are my two words for line 2. And the third line, three words, action words. Listen, learn, and love. Those are the words that I want to be in the third line. Now, for my phrase or sentence about feelings, I wrote a sweet, warm embrace. And then to wrap up my poem is my last line. The symbol is a lullaby. Are we ready? Okay, maybe some of you have already started writing, but now I will give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to finalize your poem. That should be enough, no? Okay, 3 minutes. Unless you have questions. Do you have questions? You may raise your question. But if you don't have a question, we can start now. 3 minutes starts now. Go. Have fun, guys. Don't get stressed. Enjoy the process. One minute and a half. You have 30 seconds. Yes, some of you messaged me personally with your questions. Um, some of you have line 4. It might not be very clear to some of you. So line 4 is just a phrase or an expression of feeling or something that somehow relates to a kind of a feeling. For example, I give you more example: a warm sunny day, or a cold dark night, or something like the friends laughing and friends laughing together in the by the beach. I hope that answers your question. Okay, don't be too strict about getting words from your web. Your web is just there to help you, to give you more ideas. But if you want to choose a word that is not in your web, it's fine. It's totally fine, as long as it's connected to your main subject. Okay, I'll give you another minute. I think some of you still have more questions. I'll give you one more minute. And don't worry, there's no wrong answer. Your answer is the correct answer because it's your island, it's your community, it's your feelings, it's your choices, and it's your poem. Okay, some of you are done. Let's wait for the others. Maybe let's give them another minute. Thirty seconds. Okay, I'll start counting in 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't get pressured. I'm just counting just so you know it's gonna end soon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time is up. All right. Now it's time for sharing, but don't worry if you are not able to finish it and if you are not willing to share, because at the end of this session, at the end of this webinar, you can always finish it. You have the entire evening or tomorrow. You can always finish it. You can even create another one later. Okay, but for now, we need some volunteers. Okay, who would want to volunteer and read their own poem? Okay, Florel raised his hand. Who else? Brent, is that Brent? Okay, the first three that I saw was Florel, Brent, and then Claudine. Okay. Okay, so I have Florel first. And then Brent, and then Claudine. Okay, let's start with Florel.
Okay, here's my scene queen poetry. So Baguio, cool lights, laughing, blinking, twinkling. Happy and joyful home, flower.
All right. Happy and joyful home, is it? And flowers. Okay, flowers is always connected with Baguio, no? What's the name of your festival again? The flowers?
Panagbanga Festival.
Okay, Panagbanga Festival. Yes. Thank you, Florel. Again, now let's hear from Brent. I think you raised your hand, Brent. So you might have to.
Hello po,
on
good
your
evening.
Oh, there you go.
I actually... Ay, ito, nakita ko na. So, I wrote 2 poems.
Wow.
Kabangkalan, Bacolod City po.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
the
go.
first one is Kabangkalan, Spanish Town, Dance, Smile, Rejoice, Rising City in the South, Bangkal Tree.
Bangkal tree. Can you describe to us what a Bangkal tree is? Oops.
It is the tree that is in Kabangkalan City. But unfortunately, it's kind of extinct now.
Oh, that's sad. But it's good that you still know about it. For a young person like you to know about this tree, and this is good that you even put it in your poem. And this is part of remembering all these things that are almost gone. Thank you, Brent. I know you have another one, but we can continue with that later. Okay, Claudine, do you want to share?
Yes. Mine is Loka, small and majestic, planting, fishing, and harvesting, a place that would give you a peace of mind and family.
Wow. Planting, fishing, and harvesting.
Yeah.
This-
It's
wow,
like
this is
their cycle every
the
season here.
cycle. Oh,
Yes.
so it's planting. Oh, what's that?
Planting,
fish,
fishing, and then harvesting.
and family is the symbol, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Since
good.
it's a small
Thank you.
barrio.
What's the name of the place? Luca?
Loka, Tanhay, in Tanhay City.
In Tanhay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now I can imagine what's in Luca. There's people are planting, fishing, and harvesting. Okay, thank you, Claudine. I think we can have 2 more. Who wants to share? Because it was pretty quick.
I saw Roylini raising the hand, and Elisha.
And Elisha. Okay,
Roleni.
Roleni. Okay. Let's have Roleni.
All right.
Where's Roleni? I can't see you.
Okay. Bacolod, amazing, angelic,
There.
developing, flourishing, increasing, makes me feel happy and cheerful.
Can you say again your adjectives? The line 3. No, I mean the activities.
Line 3
the
is
verb.
developing. The line 3, right, sir?
Yes.
Developing, flourishing, increasing.
Developing, flourishing, and
That's how-
increasing. Okay, good. I just asked about it again because I want all of us to remember Claudine's description of her place. Fishing, planting, is it? Fishing and harvesting. And then on the other hand, Rolini's community is developing, flourishing,
Flourish. Yes.
and what's the last
And
one?
increasing.
And
Yeah.
increasing. Can you
Increase. Yes.
increasing? Okay. Can you imagine the difference of these two communities right now? Okay. Okay. Let's just try to imagine this. Okay. I hope you're getting the point of this exercise now. Okay. Now let's go to one more. Thank you, Rolini. Thank you for that one, and thank you for sharing.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Who's the last one? Elisha.
Elisha, yes.
Good
Do I
evening
pronounce your
po.
name? Yes.
Yes po, Aisha. Yes. All
Elisha,
right.
yes.
So here's how my poem goes. Iloilo, artistic, lively, support, give, grow, a forever loving home, and love. Ayan.
Wow. So,
Yes.
did you say forgiving or something? What was the word?
Support, give, and grow po. The fourth line is
Support,
a
give,
forever
and grow.
loving home. Yes.
Support, give, and grow. It seems a
Yes.
very nurturing community, no? Support, give, and grow. Wow. Okay, that is also a very interesting description or poem about your community. Thank you, Elisha. Can I hear from Judy? I think she raised her hand, so we can have someone from Bangladesh also. I think Judy.
Judy, yes.
Did you raise your hand? Can I hear from your? Can I hear your poem?
Yes. Manipuri Para. I live in Manipuri Para in Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's small and quiet, chirping, barking, talking. I feel connected to nature. It's
What's the last one? What's the last word?
peaceful.
Peaceful. Did you say chirping? What's chirping?
Birds
Birds.
chirping.
Okay. So now we can
And the
imagine
dogs
that and the dogs barking. Okay. Now we can imagine that Judy's community has a lot of animals.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name again of the place? It's a bit difficult for us
Manipuri
to
Para.
pronounce.
It's in Dhaka city. Yes.
Okay.
Manipuri Para.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. Okay. Oh yes, yes, Nick.
Are we open for one more?
Sure. Okay, I guess we have time for one more.
Jerome was raising his hand.
And I think Jeneline had been raising her hand also. Okay, well, let's have two.
Yeah, Jerome.
Let's start with Jerome and then Jeneline. Okay, last na talaga to. This is the last two, promise. Jerome and Jeneline.
Okay, so the subject that I have chosen was Baguio City, my home place. Baguio City, friendly, artistic, the calm swaying of pine trees, and the feeling of the Christmas season and kalasag.
Okay, can you describe to us what kalasag is?
So kalasag is a weapon that is used by our natives. It's in English it's called shield.
Oh, this is the okay.
Yes,
I remember what kalasag is. You said something about Christmas. Okay?
Yes.
So very specific. Jerome's community is closely somehow connected with the Christmas season. That is very special about Baguio because it is very cold and because of the pine trees that Jerome mentioned earlier. Thank you very much, Jerome.
Thank you po.
Okay, now we can imagine Jerome's community. Okay, let's go to Jeneline. This is the last one. Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Yes,
Good
go,
evening.
Jeneline.
Okay, my
Good
item
evening.
is, my subject is Gensan. Okay, Boom City, generate.
Oops, I think there's a little bit of technical issue. Can you, Jeneline, are you there? I think you froze. Ooh, am I the only one seeing her frozen, or am I the one freezing?
She's frozen.
She's frozen. Okay.
Jeneline.
Okay. Okay. We'll go back to Jeneline later. I think she has some internet issue. Oh, okay. She's back.
She's back.
Are you back, Jeneline? Okay. Okay, Jenalyn.
Miss Janeline.
Jenalyn, can you maybe write it down in the chat box? Because right now your video is frozen. Frozen, let it go. Okay. So Jenalyn is from General Santos City. That's somewhere in Mindanao, which is in the south of the Philippines. And that's also a very interesting community, part of Mindanao. So I'm also very interested in what she has to say. But right now, I think she has some internet problem, and we will wait for her answer in the chat box. But I think for right now, we have to continue because our time is running. Okay, let us continue with the next exercise. Oh, wait, before I continue, can we all turn on our video and show me your second poetry? Ready and go. Just so I know you really wrote it. Oh, that's beautiful. I really see everyone did it. Okay. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for doing the second exercise. As you can see, we created a word web, a web of a collection of words. And now we narrowed it down a little bit to just 5 lines. Now, what we can do next is this. This will be our next exercise. Let's go to the music aspect of it. Let's add a little bit of music. I know, I think the organizers asked you to prepare some musical instruments if you have, but this is not totally required. If you don't play instruments, it's fine. But if you have something that can create rhythms in your room or like maybe create a sound, an interesting sound or rhythm, it would also be fine. But right now, let's go into the music aspect of this exercise. Ta-da! Music making. Okay, let's go. Now, for this exercise, I would ask you to stay quiet and listen to the sounds and rhythms and movements around you. Is it totally silent, aside from me talking? Or are there like some distinct sounds around you? I know some of you already shared it, but right now, what do you hear? What are the different rhythms? What are the movements outside or even inside your homes? Now, from this close proximity, let's go even further. Tap onto your memories. What sounds and rhythms do you remember from your childhood when you were very young, being part of that community? What are the kinds of sounds and rhythms that you remember? How about during specific events? Events that you will never forget that happened in your life in that particular community. What are the different sounds and rhythms that you heard or that you remember? Places. Is there a very specific place in that island or in that community that has a very distinct sound? Or even people. Are there certain people who somehow you can relate to a certain kind of sound? Like, for example, the marketplace, the shouting of the people in the marketplace, or people calling for passengers, or in the streets, or vendors, can be people. So again, according to your memories, what sounds and rhythms do you remember from your childhood, from events, from places, or even from people? Okay? Now, what sounds, rhythm, and movements are familiar and would awaken your senses? Let's again go back to the senses. Lastly, now I want you to try, I would request you to imitate and recreate these sounds and rhythms and movements by using only your voice, your body, or any musical instrument or any instrument that creates sounds and rhythms that is with you right now. And after you try some of these, you try to create combinations. Okay? Now I'll give you examples. Examples of this are movement of the sea. Right now, being part of Dumaguete, I can hear the rushing of the waves at the boulevard of the Dumaguete City. I can hear the rushing of leaves of the acacia trees in our universities. I can I can hear the rhythm of a gentle smile. What is the rhythm of a gentle smile? Is it eh? Or is it like mm, right? It has a certain rhythm. And then the sound of bells, because the Dumaguete has a very iconic bell tower or belfry. It's like tong tong because it is very iconic. And or a lullaby because of the sweet, gentle feeling of Dumaguete. So try to tap onto your own memories of your own community, what is around you. I will give you how many minutes? 3 minutes. I will give you 3 minutes to try just anything that your memory would send you right now. Unless you have questions, we can start. Okay, there's some messages from the chat that I cannot read. It's not opening. But anyway, let's go. 3 minutes and go. Okay, while we do that, I will. Is Jenilyn? Did Jenilyn say no? No, Jenilyn did not write her answer. Okay, just continue. If you have confusions, just message me privately, or you can message the group. You can write in your chat in the chat box your question. So like what I did earlier. Tung. These are the different sounds I hear in the Dumaguete. How about you? As you might have noticed, we will not play music because it might distract you. It might suggest something. So we'll give you total silence after I'm talking, just so you can concentrate. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Thirty seconds. All right. So try to finish your experiment in 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, and stop. Okay. Now, I would want to request for some who would want to volunteer, like to show us of what they did, the combination of sounds. Okay, you may raise your hand if you want to volunteer and show us what you did.
I would like to
Show us
request
our.
the participants, please guys, turn on your camera so that we can see if you're raising your hands.
Okay,
And this
please
time we'll
turn on your camera.
we will call those who have not been called. I will try to do that.
Yes. Who wants to volunteer? Sige, sige, go. Wag mahiya. Don't worry, there's no wrong answer. That's your sounds, that's your music. Okay. Nanay nag-raise again? Or
I'm
do
not
you want,
seeing a raise of hand.
or do you to show you first what I did, or maybe you first? Okay, come on, you share first, and then I will share what I did.
Sige. Since no
Okay.
one is raising up, maybe we can
One is raising
encourage
their hand. Okay, I will call for. I
those
will call.
who were called.
If you will not
You can always
volunteer.
raise your hands.
Okay. It doesn't. Okay. Sorry, Nick. You were. Okay. So there's no volunteer. I will call names. How about Justin? Can I call in Justin? Tumalog.
Justin Dumalugdog.
Are you there? Justin?
Yes po, kuya.
Okay. Okay, Justin, were you able to do the exercise?
I was able to think lang kuya kay
You want to share to us?
Wala ko'y musical instrument.
Okay.
Kuya.
Can you try to do what you were thinking? A little bit of just try to imitate the sounds. I can't see you. Are you there? Okay, good. I can see you now. Okay, can you share to us the kinds?
Kuya?
Hello.
Kuya? Instruction po kuya.
Did I freeze?
Opo.
Yes, yes, yes. Just share to us the kinds of music sounds that you heard. Okay. Go, Jess. Go, 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 go.
It's really the sound of the bamboos, kuya. Because since I was a kid, our house have been beside plantation of bamboos. So like the bamboos are just really
Can you
swaying, and it's like the bamboos are singing. I can really know the sound of it. Tapot ka, kuya.
What is it? Tapot ko?
Tapot kayo, kuya.
Am I freezing? Nag-freeze ko? Okay.
Laban mo.
Can you hear me?
Your audio is hope is okay.
Oo, okay lang audio.
Okay. 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 Do you want to show us just, or you just want to describe it?
I just want it to
How about the
describe
others?
it, kuya.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. Who wants to show what their experiment was like? How about Carl? Carl, I think you're I see you smiling, Carl. I think you're ready with something. Okay, can you show us, Carl?
My idea. Wait lang. So my idea kasi it's like I'm describing the wind because like ever since I was a kid, like in my village, like masimoy talaga yung hangin sa amin, and I mean, it's like the wind is really relaxing. Meron palang mga foreigners dito, I forgot, and that's why I chose the wind. That's the one I wanted to describe. That's all. Hello po, nandiyan po ba kayo?
The wind. Why I really encourage you to try. I would encourage you to try the sound because there are different kinds of winds. Like it is shh, or is it
Hindi ko
or is
marinig.
it you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you say? I didn't hear you po. Sorry. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you po.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can.
Okay. So can you try to imitate the sound of the wind, because it could be a different sound. It could be as harsh or as loud as a whoosh. It could be as gentle as a
Like mine is gentle sa akin, gentle.
So can you try to imitate it?
Just okay. Wait lang.
It's okay.
Can I just hum it or something like that? You know? Hum?
Oh, sure. A hum would be good.
Okay. So here goes. Okay. Naririnig mo ba ako? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sige.
I can hear you.
Sige. 3, 2, 1, go. something like that. That's the picture. That's the picture.
That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. That was very gentle. It was almost like a lullaby. So, congratulations. Thank you for sharing. Really, very brave soul, Carl.
Thank you.
And now it gives us even a stronger idea or a better idea of what wind is this? What kind of a
Okay.
gentle sound
Okay.
it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I call one more person? Can I call one more person who wants to volunteer? Or should I call someone? Wala na? Wala na?
Floral.
Oh, I can see you. Florel?
Oh, kuya. Try ko.
Oh, there. Florel and... Okay, go. Let's hear Florel first and then DK.
Okay,
Florel?
I actually remember the sound of the gongs. So it sounds like this one. So tung 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 there. And then afterwards, I also remember the panagbanga song. So if you're going to combine it with the rhythm, it sounds like this one. Tung 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 la 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 there, and so on and so forth.
Wow. Wow, that was very beautiful, Florel. Thank you for sharing. And now we can imagine what kind of sounds we hear from. This is from Baguio, right? Am I correct? Yes, I think this is from Baguio. It's very, how do we describe this kind of sound? Very festive, very upbeat, no? And very lively. And the gongs are very strong. Tang, 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 tang. Am I correct? I hope I did it correctly.
Yes,
Okay, thank you very much, Flora, for sharing. Thank you so much. Splendid. Beautiful rhythm from Baguio. Beautiful. Thank you for Carl, Justin, and Flora for sharing. And I'll can have one more from DK. Do you want
So
to share,
as
Dick?
I remember childhood is as a student, and there's I hear the paper rolling paper. So I crumple the paper to make the sound. So this is what I
Okay.
imagine.
Thank you. Wow.
Excel.
There's a certain melody, and then there's the sound of the crumpled paper. I hope everybody heard that, no? There's a kind of a busy sound with the crumpled paper of like, and then the rhythmic melody of dun 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 dun, and then with the crumpling sound. That was also interesting, very different. You can see the difference between Carl's very gentle lullaby-ish kind of wind sound, and then Florel's very upbeat, festive sound of the gongs and panag, and then DK's childhood memory. Is it okay? Is it right? It's a childhood memory of the crumpled paper with a certain melody and rhythm. Thank you very much for sharing. That was really beautiful, and I hope the others were also able to experiment. And since we're running out of time, I wanted to hear everyone's experiment, but I hope you get the idea because I will show you right now what I did with my poetry, with my poem. If you remember, I was writing about uh, Dumaguete as gentle and creative, and then my word listen, learn, and love, a sweet, warm embrace and lullaby. And then I said that I hear movements of the sea rushing on leaves, rhythm of a sweet, gentle smile, the sound of bells, a lullaby. So I imagine the sound of bells as like the bass of the bass, the main heartbeat of the sound, like dum dum dum, and then there's the movement of the sea waves, dum psh, dum psh. Then the rushing of the leaves, dum, tsh, 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 dum, tsh, tsh, tsh. And the rhythm of a sweet, gentle smile would maybe like a sigh, like dum, ha, ha. Maybe, and then the lullaby, dum, da-da-da, dum, da-da-da. And then from there can incorporate it with the words that we created. So something like this that I made. Can you hear me? I can't read the chat box, so I'll just
Yes, we
continue.
can hear you, Hope.
Okay, because I can't read the chat box right now.
Yes,
Oh, should I continue? Okay, I'll continue. It's thank you. It's something like this. Dum, so it's more of a lullaby. I wanted to focus on the lullaby feel. And then we can combine it with the words. Gently and creatively, you gave me a sweet warm embrace. I listen to your songs, I learn to love, to maquete. You're a something like that. Did you hear that? Okay.
Yes, we did, Hope. Beautiful.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. So from the word web, we collected a lot of words, and then we tried to narrow it down into a short poetry. And then with the different sounds that we hear from around us, we didn't go too far. We can create simple melodies, and you don't have to be a genius to do that, because it's your song, it's your sound, it's your words, it's your poetry. The ownership there is yours. It's from your neighborhood, it's from your community, it's from your island. So that was basically a glimpse of the process. We start from ourselves, and is around us. What is in our homes, what is in our environment, in our neighborhood, just inside our island. And then we begin to collect. We try to collect all these words, experiences, expressions, memories, and narratives. And then we can try to incorporate music or movements if you want it to be more like a dance. And then finally, what we can do is try to weave them together and create a bigger story. This would project a bigger picture of our island, of our neighborhood, of our village, of our community. And this is actually a composition of the small, tiny details that we collected and we were able to gather. Just like, for example, Sharon Mani, we were able to collect a lot of materials, like the story of a young vendor, of a child who is chicharon. What is chicharon? I will tell you in the next slide. We tried to collect local songs, and this is where the Bell Tower project came in. The community of musicians, how we were able to also tap onto their creative gifts that we can collaborate with them, and then the stories related to the arts, stories of struggle, stories of passion, stories of creativity, and then different youth issues. We didn't go somewhere. We just stayed in the island, tried to find something in the island, tapped our senses and our memories. We were able to gather the different issues of the young people, even tragedies. The Sharon Mani talked about a typhoon that happened and destroyed or somehow gave a tragic impact into our island. And even the challenges of the people, may it be poverty, may it be about struggles of but also we were able to collect what are the dreams and aspirations of our young people, of our children, of the people of Dumaguete. And also to create symbols and to create more images, we were able to collect like the different iconic landmarks of Dumaguete, like the or the acacia trees and the boulevard. And that is the story called Sharon Mani. Through kind of process where we're able to come up with this beautiful production, a combination of the youth, a collaboration of the youth advocates through theater arts and this movie called the Bell Tower Project. Sharon Mani, just to give you a quick background. Sharon, word Sharon or chicharon means pork skin cracklings. It's a kind of snack that we have here in Dumaguete, which is pork skin. And mani means peanuts. So Sharon Mani, this is a phrase or a chant actually that who are selling skin cracklings and peanuts would shout in the streets. They would scream, Sharon Mani. And that's where the title of the show came from. This is a story of this little girl who had to go to the streets to sell chicharon and mani to help her family of the difficulty brought by a certain tragedy. And her life as a vendor were able to connect or intersect with other children in the community and the young people and the rest of the community of the city, of the island. And it tackled their struggles in defining their purpose of their lives and about their dreams and aspirations and their hopes, and how a village or how a child was able also to open the eyes of the community about the identity of this island or this neighborhood or this community. So that's what the story of Sharon Mani is. And our mentor said it was a match that had to happen, a match between the island music and the youth theater. So Bell Tower Project, if you imagine this, Bell Tower Project is composed of more than 50 bands and solo artists creating original music. And what we did is we gathered some of their songs that can be very relatable or connected to a certain story of this young girl. And we created a bigger story of it, reflecting image of this community. And that is the story of Sharon Mani. And it is a community building, collaborative, creative project. Now, let's watch this video. But before I show you the video, I want to describe it a little bit. You heard the one song earlier, Doomsville, about Dumaguete. And now, in this video, there is a song that is composed of at least four original songs from 4 different artists, 4 different bands. And it was arranged into one song by my brother, Juni J. Tinambacan, who is the musical director. He was able to put it together and becomes the finale song of Sharon Mani. And you will also see in this video the behind the scenes and the production of Sharon Money. So I hope you enjoy this, and through our exercise earlier, let's watch.
Ayaw og kahadlok sa kangit-ngit sa gabi, sa pagsalop hangad sa langit, tindog sa hagit, barog sa hangin, talan na sa kangit-ngit magdangguta, tulog og mata ang mga dagkong moagira, talan na wala ka mag-inasara, tulog og mata ang mga dagkong moagira. Padayon, ayaw kahadlok, walay kanunay, kinabuhing pagmay. Ang gabi, ayaw kalimti, ang atong kaagi, riming hinom dumi. Sa kangit-ngit magdangguta, tulog og mata ang mga dagkong moagira, talan na wala ka mag-inusara, tulog og mata ang mga dagkong moagira. Sa biyaheng lumagete, di ka magmahay kay grabe ka aligre, at karaniwan ng iyong kasandigan. Sa lumagete, kalibay ang tanan. Talan na, I swear we'll make it out alive. I swear I'm taking you back home. This home is where we wanna be. I swear we'll make
All right. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Sir.
So I hope you were able to see it clearly because from my part it was a little bit choppy. But this was the Sharon Money production, and it was a collaboration of the Bell Tower Project, a community of musicians in Dumaguete, and the youth advocates through theater arts. Now, Sharon Money, why are we sharing this? Because um, we just want to also share to you that to create stories or to create an impact or a story that has a stronger impact to our communities, we don't have to go too far. Sometimes what we need is just in our room. Sometimes it's just in our neighborhood. Sometimes it's just a friend or a neighbor or someone from the market. These are the kind of materials that we can use, and the combination of different creative groups, for example. And Sharon Money, we want to share to you that it was a reflection of a celebration of local stories, local values, our creativity and unity. And Sharon Money also is a reflection of the arts. The arts in our different islands, in our different communities are also different. And the arts is an integral part of in shaping our islands. Having joined different international gatherings or like in AYTF, in the Asian Youth Theater, in the Asian Youth Theater Festival, we were able to visit and see a glimpse of what other islands have to offer or have to show or have to share, and defines our identity as people. And this is something that we should not forget. And also, Sharon Money was also a reflection of the challenge, a challenge to continue to gather our own local stories, our own our local arts, to promote and take pride of our own culture, and to call for support for the local arts, because people may not notice it, because sometimes people think the arts is just for entertainment and just for aesthetics. But what we forget is that our local songs, our local poetry, our local literature, our paintings, the colors, these define our identity, people, and our culture. And we don't have to go too far. Sometimes it's just next to us. And I think that's what we want to share to you today. And I hope you learned something from the process, from that you would be able to also create your own stories in your community. My sharing today. Thank you very much. Oops. Yeah, so that is and how the youth theater was able to meet the local island music. And I hope you have questions. You may ask them, but I would give you back to Nikki right now. But if you want to follow me on Facebook, and if you have questions for me personally,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hope. Congratulations for a wonderful talk session with our participants. All right, can we show our support to Hope by shaking our hands? It's a clap by the deaf community, so we can just shake our hands. Yes, you can also send us a clap using the icons found in the chat box. Yes, but you can,
Thank you,
yeah.
Sir TK. Thank you, Sir TK.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Photo
much.
op. Can we have a group photo, please?
Yes.
Group photo.
We'd like to request everyone to stay for a while for our group photo. Right, well, we are waiting. Um, we are also for a photo op. Please turn on your cameras.
Salamat sa input, Hope. Salamat kayo. Salamat.
Salamat po.
Hey, smile. You don't know when we are taking your photo, pero just smile through for the next 10 seconds.
Okay, everybody, show us your smile. Turn on your cameras. And then smile.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Right,
you.
thank you everyone for
Thank you.
joining us tonight.
Thank you din
Maraming
po.
Thank you so much
salamat.
po. See you
Thank you so
hopefully in
much
the
for
next
sharing.
Thank you so much.
I'd just like to remind everyone that this is going to be a series of 9 webinars. We are one down, so 8 more to go, and we are inviting you guys to join our next session. That will be led by Ron Matthews Espinosa on devising history. Okay, that will be September 11, Friday, same time. So we hope to see you guys again for that session.
Looking forward to meet you din po.
Thank you very much.
Oo nga, sana magkita-kita.
Salamat ngayong gabi.
Hi, Kuya Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Salamat. Salamat.
All right.
Nice to see you, everyone.
Are we proceeding with the open forum or?
I think ano na 2 hours na.
Okay. So we will not proceed with the open forum. Your certificate.
Yeah. Well, we can adjourn siguro formally, but if some people want to stay, it's up to them for another 10 minutes maybe.
Okay.
But we would like to request everyone to please sign the evaluation form. This will allow us to improve our operations for the next webinar. Thank you. It's at the chat box.
For those who wish to stay with us for the next 10 minutes, you can, and you can ask some questions. Hope will still be available.
Yes, if you have questions, comments, or if you want to like some suggestions to improve our process or our webinar. But if you're shy to do it here, you can also message me personally. Find me on Facebook, my page, Hope Tinambacan.
All right. For those who have questions, you can just call Kuya Hope or raise your hand. I am scanning through the frames.
Yeah, if you have a question, just unmute and say something.
Yes.
Hi, Hope.
Hi, who is this?
Hello, Eric.
Hi, Kuya.
Filipino. I would just like to ask, what's the biggest challenge of putting a musical together? I mean, music-wise, no? I mean, not including staging, technical theater, and all that. Like, music-wise, what's the biggest challenge, and how are you able to overcome that challenge?
Okay, actually, I have my brother right here beside me, and he's the musical. So he will answer this question with me. What was the biggest challenge, music-wise, for Sharon Mani? One, I think this is the trickiest part in the process was finding the songs that would match the story, because many musicals like this failed in different ways because of, when you push too much the songs into a story and it doesn't match, it could really go down. So we were, I think, also fortunate enough that there were enough number of songs that could tell, that would perfectly tell the story of Sharon Mani, and with a little bit of tweaking of the lyrics and the melodies, and with a good arrangement. Like imagine the song of Enchi, if you're familiar. Kung wa na'y baboy sa inyong silong. This is a reggae song, a very upbeat song, and it was turned into a very mellow, very poignant, very sad arrangement when the lead character Charlene's pet pig died. So it became a very sad song. So how I think the challenge there on how to really match the music with the story, especially that the songs themselves can stand alone, and the story itself could also be told without necessarily using the songs. But how to marry them together, I think, was the biggest challenge there. Was it? Tama ba? Yes.
No, what I found interesting in your process, Hope, is that kasi a lot of times we learn music just by theory, and already we learn chords. We learn, like that there is a chord progression. But I think what you reminded us is that music really has to come from our senses. It really has to just connect our sense of our rhythm really comes from what we can listen from our environment, from nature, and that also embedded in that is really also emotions, like that come out of the memory or the sense, no. So I really appreciate that you just brought us back to that, kasi I think for many who do not have music theory or education, we get shy, no, kasi yun parang so I hope it inspired others to just go back into the basics of senses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is something that I actually was reminded when I studied in ITI also. Always go back to the body. Always go back to the body, because the body is part of nature, and the best creative work is in nature. And once the body is touched, once the body, the sensations, the emotions, the senses is, moved, then we can create beautiful work.
Thank you for that, Hope, and thank you for sharing your thoughts, Nanay Dessa, and Kuya Eric. Thank you for that question. Okay. Before we proceed for next questions, we'd just like to inform everyone that IATA is a nonprofit organization, and we rely on support from partners and other individuals to sustain our work. And with Onstage Project, we were fortunate to have the support of Japan Foundation Manila, and that we were able to offer to you on stage for free. And if you'd like, no, you can help us. You can help us reach to the underserved communities by making a donation. And any amount will help us sustain our creative efforts. So please see our bank details below. Okay. Are there more other people who wants to ask questions? Wait, I can't view all of you.
Ako, siguro curious ako sa iba. Parang maraming there were many volunteers for the poem, for the word web, pero people were really very quiet or shy when it came to sharing the melody. May I know to some why it was a little more challenging? I'm just curious. Maybe you can share your experience with the process.
Yeah.
Yes, if
Who wants
Floral.
to share their feeling about the music?
I personally think it's more of the mindset of the, let's say, theater teacher, if that's the case. So it's more of most theater teachers, in my opinion, okay, they are being hard up when it comes to musical theater or musical plays like that. So sometimes they have this mindset of fearing sharing or having this fear in sharing their talents or skills in singing because you don't expect everyone to sing. So I think that's one of the factor we consider whenever we share something to other people, And aside from that one, I have another question, if we call it a question. So because during your play, Sir Ernest Hope, I heard that they are using different or a dialect that we don't understand, as from other places also. So how do you deal with it? Do you translate it or something? Do you post a subtitle or translation of the songs so that other viewers can also understand the lyrics of what the performers are singing, like that?
Okay, thank you. Actually, I think Nanay Desa could help me answer that as the director. I was co-director with Nanay Desa for that play. But during the performance, in fact, in our experience, we knew that there were audience from Manila. There were even foreigners. There were even people non-Filipinos who watched the show and who gave very positive feedback and very appreciative about it without even having subtitles or like translations. We gave them, of course, the synopsis of the story, and there was a program about it. That there was, a book. But I think a good storytelling and the music can help give that the emotion and the feeling of the story, and it could suggest the flow of the story, and it could translate. No, it can connect to people. Yun. But I don't know if Nai, would you consider having subtitles?
You're muted.
Yes, so when we created it, it was predominantly really for the local audience. At the same time, when people come, again, as Hope said, there are synopses. But I think it's important to really use the language of your heart, So we are in a sense, we honor that. It's hard to like just translate your own, and it will sound different, it will feel different. At the same time, I think we ought to also just be proud of that. We try to communicate, but people come and watch the Beijing Opera. They watch a no piece in Japan without understanding a word. Pero it is with, I think the audiences also have to learn to just, open their senses. That sometimes language is not the only thing that will connect us to, like the energy, the spirit of a production. But I think especially if you're a teacher, always honor the language of the heart of your students, and not because it's required, like that it's an English, but always come from a place where they can connect to what is really driving their hearts and their spirits, no.
Wow, thank you very much, Nanay Dessa and Hope, for that wonderful sharing. And thank you guys for your questions and for participating with us tonight. I think for tonight's sharing with Hope, as he was sharing his experience, his journey to theater, he mentioned his intent to involve the community in this process. No, I'm trying to wrap up already because we are it's already 9+. So what really came out for this sharing, is really to go back to your senses, and cater to that, and then know what is available around you. You listen to the sounds and rhythm that you can hear nearby, and in terms of context, go back to your community, okay? And Hope highlighted that in his sharing tonight. Okay, so once again, we'd like to thank Ernest Hope Tinambacan. Thank you very much for a wonderful session. Thank you all for joining us for the first webinar series of Onstage Project. We are looking forward to having you all again for the next series. 8 more to go. So on September 11, please join us. This will be facilitated by or led by Ron Matthews Espinosa, Devising History from Iloilo, Philippines. And then another one from Bohol, Philippines. Then 3 from Singapore and 3 from Japan. So that is very, very exciting. So, we hope to see you there, and make it a habit as here on stage. You can now have your dinner or your. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.